Those of you who are probably meeting me for the first time, I'm going to play a quick 2-minute introduction video. After that, we will start on how to achieve 10 years of success in 1 year. Let's begin. Here we go.
Ready? Let's go. Step into the magical world of Law of Attraction with Indu and Mitesh Khatri. They are masters with over 18 years of experience, authors of 2 best-selling books, Law of Attraction and Awaken the Leader in You, trained over 300 organizations worldwide, and have a lasting impact on over 1 million people across the globe.
It's life-changing,
amazing, awesome.
I've become more positive.
I've never been happier in life.
Stress, tension, they are scared to come to me.
Paisa vasool, I like that.
Full on masti.
Indu and Mitesh are here to make a remarkable change in your health, relationships, career, money and spiritual lives.
The growth has been phenomenal, I would say. Knowing from where I was and what has happened in the last 1 year, I would say it's phenomenal.
Today the dam is open and the miracles are happening every moment.
My entire outlook has changed. I was never so elated, I was never so happy.
I've been able to be a go-getter and really create results. So certain objectives that we had at the beginning of the year, which many people thought would be a challenge, I was able to accomplish them in 6 months.
So what are you waiting for? Join the magical world of Law of Attraction today and transform your lives now like you never thought possible. Give it up for Indu and Mitesh Khatri.
All right, I'm live. So is everyone again once able to see me? One more time, just give me a quick thumbs up. Give me a yes in the chat window. If you can see me, hear me, all audio, video, everything clear. Just waiting for your response, everyone, quickly in the chat window, please. Just give me a yes. Let me see if my chat, now my chat is open. All right, perfect. So congratulations, everyone, for attending today's masterclass on how to achieve 10 years of success in 1 year. Is that even possible? Yes, it's 100% possible. I have done it. Thousands of my platinum members have achieved 10 years of success in 1 year. I will show you how you can also achieve it today. But before we continue, I want you to tell me, why are you here? Are you here because you specifically want to achieve success in the area of your health? Is it relationships? Is it career? Or is it money? Or is it all 4? You tell me, why are you here? What are the areas of your life where you're struggling right now? So I'll read some of the answers that you're giving me. And don't worry, I'm not going to keep the chat on public, which means only I can see your messages. And even when I read your messages, I will not take your name. So don't worry, okay? All right, so some of you are writing problems in financial life. Okay, don't worry, we'll take care of that today. Problems in the area of health and career. Some of you are saying all 4, okay? Some of you are saying mostly money, all right? Clearing debts. I'm here because of my career and my parents' health, okay? Money and relationships. Health is my major problem. Emotional blocks are there in my life. Relationship problems. Some of you are saying all 4. Done. Don't worry. We are here because we want to achieve success in all 4 areas of life and how to achieve 10 years of success in 1 year. In fact, to be very clear, let me tell you very precisely what are the 3 secrets that you're going to learn which will help you achieve 10 years of success in 1 year. Let's write down. Take your notes. Is everybody ready? Raise your hands if you're ready. Awesome. So let's go. Take notes. The first thing that you will learn today in the next few minutes is 100% clarity on why are you stuck in your life. Quickly answer this question to me in the chat window. For how many years do you feel you're stuck? Have you realized that there are some areas of your life, whether it is health or relationship or career or money, or maybe all 4 areas of life, you're stuck for a long period of time? Tell me in the chat window, how long are you stuck? Which means for how long your life is more or less the same. And the same problems are also repeating in your life. How long? Like I said, don't worry, I will not read your name. Okay, so some of you are saying last 30 years. Oh my God, that's a long period of time. 4 to 5 years, 1 year, mostly 5 years, 10 years, 2 years, almost 10 years. Some of you are saying since lockdown. By the way, for how many of you since lockdown problems have been going on? Raise your hands. A lot of people have been stuck for a long period of time. And today, in the next few minutes, I want to give you 100% clarity on why are you stuck in your life. How many of you have been really confused about why am I not growing? Type an I in the chat window if you had this question. कि क्या problem है? Why am I not growing in life? Like, why am I stuck? I'm trying everything. क्यों growth नहीं हो रही है? If you want to know the answer to that today, type in I, because that's the first few minutes that we are going to talk about. Next, 100% clarity on what is the root cause of success. See, one part of life is to understand why are we stuck. But the second part is also very important, right? How do you upgrade yourself? How do you really succeed in your life? We'll talk about that today in the next few minutes. But the question is, are you with me even for the second point? Type in 2 in the chat window. If you promise to be with me for the second secret also, are you interested in knowing what is the root cause of success? Then the third part is the most important, and that is 100% clarity on how you can achieve 10 years of success in 1 year. Not me, not somebody else. I'm not saying it's possible. I know you know it's possible. But the point is I'm going to show you how you can achieve 10 years of success in 1 year. But that will be the third and the last point. Now, question is, how many of you are willing to be with me till the very end? This whole masterclass is going to last approximately 90 minutes, about 1.5 hours. Are you with me till the very end? Type in yes in the chat window. Give that commitment that yes, I'm with you till the very end. And not just be with me till the very end. I want you to attend as if this is a lifetime opportunity. What do I mean by that? The way you attend is the receiving that happens. Let me clarify that. If there are two people attending the same masterclass, one is attending with 100% participation. The second is attending with 10% participation, lying down like this. Video is off. Mind में negativity चल रही है कि I don't know whether this will work for me. Will it work for that person, that second person? Or will it work for the first person? Tell me in the chat window. Who will get the maximum benefit of any program in life? The first person who gives 100% participation, who sits there with that mindset कि नहीं, ये मेरे लिए काम करेगा and I'm going to make it work for me. Or the second person? Obviously the first person, right? So then be the first person today. I want you to attend. Like, this masterclass is a lifetime opportunity and it truly will give you the answer to all your problems and help you achieve 10 years of success in 1 year. Please type in IP, I promise. If you promise to attend like this today, because I promise you, I'm going to give you my 100%. If you observe right now, I'm not sitting down. I'm actually standing. Why am I standing? I want to attend right now and I want to deliver this program right now. As if you are in front of me, as if you are in a live conference hall with me. That is why I'm standing. I'm going to give my 100%. Question is, will you give your 100% in the way you're listening? One more time, type in 100, 100% in the chat window. Why am I making you answer twice? Showing you and giving you the opportunity to give you that 100% participation opportunity. Come on. 100. Type in 100% if you're ready with me. So those of you who are ready, let's begin. The first thing I want to tell you is, the very important part is, I want to start this session with honesty. This is not about only something free. This is an invitation to my Platinum membership program. This is about how I can help you achieve 10 years of success in 1 year. And yes, there is an investment for this program. At the end of today's lesson, I will show you what is that investment. Approximately, the investment is going to be about 6 lakhs. Now, some of you are like, oh my God, 6 lakhs. Okay. If you think it's too expensive, don't join. But if somebody can promise you and show you 10 years of success is possible in 1 year, I think it's worth investing in a program like this. If you agree it's worth it, type in worth it in the chat window. And I don't want you to invest now. I only want you to invest when you are 100% convinced and you're 100% clear that, yes, Mitesh, I'm now clear. Being with you, I can achieve 10 years of success in 1 year. Is it worth having 10 years of success in 1 year? Tell me yes in the chat window. Then we'll continue, because I want to start with this deal between you and me. That I will give you my 100% to give you that clarity. You join only when you have that clarity. Is that a fair deal? Type in FD in the chat window if that's a fair deal, right? It's a mutual fair deal between both of us. If you get convinced, join. If you don't, koi baat nahi. You and I had a great time with each other. Value for your time, value for my time. We'll say bye gracefully. Fair? All right, perfect. Let's get ready with the first part of the masterclass today, which is, the first thing I want you to know is something that I learned in my life, and it's the biggest discovery of my life. Everybody write down biggest discovery. Type in BD in the chat window. Biggest discovery of my life. If you learn this one thing, which I learned, you will be able to achieve 10 years of success in 1 year. This is something I learned many years ago when I was personally struggling in my life. I was not doing well in my health. My health was down. I was overweight by 17 kgs. I had a spinal cord problem at that time. I could not exercise every day. I was not hardworking. I was very, very lazy those days. By the way, how many of you can relate with me? Type an I if you can relate some of my health problems. Maybe you have some of these problems right now. In my relationships, I had already broken up in 3 relationships at that time. I did not have good friends. People were taking advantage of me. I couldn't even say no to people. I was known as an emotional fool. How many of you can relate with me again? Type in me in the chat window if some of you can relate with the relationship problems with me. In my career also, I was totally confused. I really did not know what to do in life because one day I wanted to start a restaurant business. The second day I wanted to do a job. The third day I wanted to start a consulting company. The fourth day I wanted to be a trainer and a coach. I was totally confused. How many people are right now going through this kind of confusion where every new opportunity seems attractive to you and you're constantly going behind one thing to another? Type in C for confusion if some of you are going through a lot of confusion in your career. Financially, I was going so bad at that time. I had a lot of debts to pay. My income was not happening. I was really not good at making money at that time. How many of you are going through financial problems right now? Type in I in the chat window if you're going through financial problems the way I went through. And at that time, I had made a plan. The plan was for approximately 8 to 10 years of success. And you know, when you have nothing to do and you're failing every day, one thing you make every day is a new plan. How many people here can relate with me? Type in the word plan in the chat window if you have also made a plan for yourself. Okay, 1 year I will do this, then 3 years I will do this, then in 5 years I will reach here, then in 10 years I will achieve all this. So I also had a plan like this. And at that time, I remember meeting a mentor of mine. This mentor of mine gave me the biggest discovery of my life. This discovery has made me who I am today. Today, 100% of my success is because of this one lesson. How many of you want to know what was that biggest discovery? How many of you want to know what was that biggest lesson that I learned? Type in R for ready. If you're here, ready to learn that one thing that made me successful, that can make you successful. And believe me, this is the biggest discovery of life. I'll show you what is that. Hold your hands like this. Notes baad mein bana lena. Come on, work with me. Hold your hands like this. And I want you to kind of do this, okay? And I want you to do it again and repeat with me. Say crunching time. Wapas bolo mere saath. Crunching time. The lesson that I learned from my mentor blew my mind. He said, Mitesh, the one skill that you need to learn in your life is called crunching time. Everyone type in CT in the chat window, crunching time. Which means he said, all the successful people in the world have discovered and learned how to crunch time. Which means things that are normally possible in 100 years, if you can find how to crunch time in that particular area and make it happen faster, that is the biggest skill in the world. Something that is possible in 10 years, if you can do that in 1 year, it's the biggest skill in the world. Something that can be possible in 1 year, if you can do that in 1 month, that is the biggest skill in the world. He says, just learn this one thing, how to crunch time. And I was a little confused. I said, can you explain me with some examples? And he said, give me names of some of the successful people that you look up to. Let's do that exercise between you and me. All of you give me names in the chat window of some of the people who are the greatest successful people that we idealize. We look up to them and say, yaar, zindagi mein aisa kuch banna hai. I want to become something like this. Give me names quickly. Okay, Elon Musk is one of the names. Who else? Narayan Murthy ji, Azim Premji, the late Ratan Tata ji. How many of you agree these are people who have truly learned how to crunch time? They've done something in life because of which they have been able to achieve so much in less time. These are not people who are achieving success as per time. All of you write this down. Ordinary people live like this. Success equals time. S equals T. Please write this down in the chat window also. S equals T. Ordinary people live like this. Ordinary people believe, I will take 3 years to do this, then 5 years to do this, then 10 years to do this. And we always live something called as linear success. What is linear? Success equals time. Which means logically, this will take so much time, this will take so much time. My question is, have the extraordinary people lived as per this logic? Type in yes or no. And in any industry, if you look at people in the industry of Bollywood, people like Shah Rukh Khan, people like Ranveer Singh today, the new actors, do you think these people have achieved more in less time? Or do you think they have achieved less in more time? What do you think? Show me your hands, everyone, if you agree with me. All of these people have achieved a lot in less time, correct? If you learn the skill to do this in life, where can you succeed in life? Quickly tell me the answer in the chat window. अगर ज़्यादा कम में करना सीख गए तो जिंदगी में कहाँ सक्सेस कर पाओगे? Where? Tell me quickly. Everywhere. Everywhere. He said, Mitesh, just be clear about one thing. Whatever you do in life, find a way to achieve what others have done in 10 years in 1 year. If you can learn this, you can learn anything, you can implement anything, you can achieve anything in any area of life. Type in wow in the chat window if you agree this is a wow lesson. For me, this was definitely a wow. I was like, yes, if I can learn this one thing, I can do anything in life. And that is where I started discovering. I went into a research mode through mentors, through teachers, that how can I achieve more in less time? How are these extraordinary people able to achieve more in less time? And believe it, the more I started learning this, the more I started becoming successful. Today, thanks to that mentor of mine who taught me how to crunch time, today I've crossed in my health one of the best benchmarks. I can easily do 100 push-ups and 100 squats in 10 minutes. Type in amazing in the chat window if you think that's amazing. Right now, 40 plus, okay? And still today, I'm able to do 100 push-ups and 100 squats in 10 minutes. Less time, more results. In my relationships today, I have an amazing relationship with my parents. I have an amazing relationship with my life partner. 22 years of my marriage today, and we are still happily married. Please type in yes in the chat window if you agree. This is something which is a great thing. Being in a marriage for more than 20 years and being happily married is definitely a great thing today, right? Not just that. In my career today, I'm at the peak of my career. Financially, I've crossed 100 crores of revenue with my wife, Indu. Now, why was I able to achieve this? Because I discovered how to do more things in what? Everyone show me your hands. Less time. Now, how you can do that is why I want to talk to you about 3 things today. Here are the first, second, and the third things. I've already told you what those three secrets are, but let's begin with the first secret. Are you ready with the first secret? Everybody type in yes in the chat window if you're ready with the first secret about how to achieve more in less time. All right, let's begin. The first secret, you remember I told you, 100% clarity on why are you stuck in your life. Here is why we are stuck in my life, in your life, in our life. Write this down, please. Measure, maintain, and grow platinum standards in all 4 areas of life. Please write this down. Measure, maintain, and grow in all 4 areas of life. MGM. Everybody type in the short form MGM in the chat window, please. What is MGM? MGM means, first, let's understand one word at a time, okay? Measure. You see, every company in the world, every big 5-star company in the world or a 5-star hotel in the world has a standard. Please take your hands like this and agree if there is a standard for big 5-star hotels. Raise your hands, yes or no? There's a standard, right? What is the meaning of the word standard? The meaning of the word standard is below this, not acceptable. Everybody repeat with me. Below this, not acceptable. Uske bhi niche acceptable nahi hai. Correct? Now, these 5-star hotels, do they have a way to measure those standards? Ke apne aap ban jate hain? Please tell me in the chat window, do they measure it? Or is it by accident that they become 5 stars? They measure it. My mentor taught me, he said, Mitesh, one of the reasons we are not able to crunch time in life is because we don't measure standards of our life in 4 areas. What are those 4 areas? Everyone type in HRCM, health, relationships, career, and money. Which means, as human beings, we really don't know how to measure our health as a benchmark. Correct? We don't know how to measure our relationships as a benchmark. We don't know how to measure our career as a standard. We don't know how to measure our financial standards. Now, please type in G for guilty. If you agree that right now you don't have a way to measure your HRCM. Type in G for guilty if you agree with me. I'm also guilty of that, by the way. When I learned this for the first time, mujhe nahi aata tha. I had no idea how to measure my HRCM in life. Not only did I not know how to measure, obviously I did not know how to maintain it. How do you maintain something? Once you reach there, then you keep it over there. The idea is not only reaching somewhere, the idea is also to remain there. How many of you agree with me? Let me give you an example of that. Do you remember Sachin Tendulkar? During the times of Sachin Tendulkar, there was another player who was equally good. In fact, they said that he was better than Sachin Tendulkar. But unfortunately, that guy reached but could not maintain that level of success. Who was that guy? Anybody remembers the name? You got it right. It was Vinod Kambli. He reached there, but he could not really maintain that success. How many of you agree maintaining is equally difficult? Type in yes in the chat window if you agree with me. So how do you measure it? How do you grow it? And then how do you really maintain those standards is something that you need to learn. So my mentor taught me something beautiful as a simple strategy, something that you can do once a week for full year, 52 weeks. How many of you want to know how you can also measure and grow your standards? Raise your hands, please. Okay, so let's begin right now. Okay, let's start measuring your standards. Tell me in the chat window right now, if you had to measure your health, relationships, career and money on a level of 1 to 10, 1 being very low, 10 being very high. Give me 4 numbers in the chat window, 1 for health, 1 for relationship, 1 for career and 1 for money. Where would you rate your HRCM right now? Abhi kahan rate karoge? Give me the answer in the chat window and don't worry, I will not read your name. The chat is on private. Okay, some of you are giving me separate numbers. Don't do that. Give me all 4 numbers in the same time. I will know the sequences HRCM. Chalo. Okay, so first person is saying 10, 5, 5, 3. So 10 is health, but the others are down like 5, 5, 5, 3. Some of you are saying 0. Arey 0 mat bolo bhai. You are alive, right? So if you're alive, there is a benchmark, there is a standard. So give yourself a rating. Come on. 2, 2, 2, 2. 2114, 8532, 6222, all 4 are 5. Okay, so you're kind of giving yourself medium everywhere. 6944, 10926, 7664. Okay. Whatever number you have given yourself, please take your right hand like this, everyone. Come on my request. Jaldi, jaldi, come on. Take your right hand like this, give yourself a tapu. I'll tell you why. You gave this rating of standards to yourself based on a benchmark or based on gut feeling. Type in GF in the chat window if you gave it based on gut feeling. Type in benchmark, BM, if you have a written benchmark somewhere for this. I guarantee you the answer is gut feeling. Everyone type in GF, which is gut feeling, in the chat window. You must have a benchmark to rate something. Let me give you an example of that. Some of you have rated yourself 10 on health, 8 on health. Let's find out. Here are some of the benchmarks that my mentor gave me. He said, first benchmark, for you to give yourself 7, you should have 0 health problems. How many of you agree with me? Raise your hands if itna to hona chahiye, right? Second, he said you should have the ability to exercise every day and the energy and the motivation to exercise every day to take care of your health. I said, okay. Third, he said you should right now have ideal body weight as per your height and age. Now, I was 17 kgs overweight at that time. Fourth, not only that, he said you should be able to do 100 push-ups and 100 squats in 10 minutes. Now rate yourself. Where would you rate yourself with these benchmarks? Jaldi bolo. Where would you rate yourself? Ideal body weight, 100 push-ups, 100 squats, daily exercise. Where would you rate yourself? I rate myself down 2 at that time. First time when I did this exercise like you, I did it on my gut feeling. I gave myself a 6. But when I heard these benchmarks, मैंने 2 कर दिया चुपचाप. Let's see, where do you rate yourself for relationships after you hear some benchmarks now. The first benchmark he gave to me was, do you love spending time with yourself? Do you love yourself? Or do you get bored alone? Now, I used to get bored alone. Second benchmark he gave, do you get along with your mom and dad both? In my case, those days, I used to only get along with my mom, not my dad at that time. Third benchmark, do you have great friends right now? I did not have great friends at that time. Do you have a relationship which is a lasting relationship? Now, at that time, I had 3 breakups, remember? So when I really looked at all the benchmarks he gave me, my relationship with myself, my relationship with my parents, my friends, my life partner, I had to again rate myself 2. Where would you rate yourself at relationships? Number kam aa raha hai thoda, lower aa raha hai. Why? Because now you've got higher benchmarks, right? Higher standards. Career. He said, do you do what you love to do or what you have to do? In those days, I was doing what I had to do, not what I love to do. Are you at the best performance of your career right now? In my case, at that time, I was not. In fact, I was quite confused. Remember I told you that? So based on that, again, I rated myself at 2. Where would you rate yourself in your career today? In my financial life, he said, the benchmark has to be, You have to make double income compared to your monthly expenses. In my case, forget double, I was in debts. Second benchmark he gave me was whatever you're making, you should be able to save 20% of that as your savings. Again, not possible in my case. Third, you should be finding it very easy to make money. My case, not possible in those days. Fourth benchmark, he said you should have a succession plan of financial saving so much that if today you lose your job for any reason or your business or you had to stop working or you're not feeling well and you can't work for 1 year, you should be able to survive on your current expenses without stress. Now, I couldn't do that at that time. So I rated myself directly at 1 in my financial life. So my number now is 2221. Now give me all your 4 numbers in one go. Let us see what numbers come out. Quickly give me your numbers, please. Okay, now some of you are giving me 1111, all 1. Some of you are giving me 5553, 1111, 1221. Some of you are now giving me 6754. Okay, whatever number you are giving me, question is, how many of you agree that this is the first time you're properly rating yourself based on a benchmark? Type in yes if you agree. This is the first time you're doing an exercise like this. Now, what my mentor told me was something beautiful that I do with my platinum members every week. He said, every Friday, in my case, we do it on every Friday with our platinum members. Once a week, you can do it on Saturday, you can do it on Sunday at home, but once a week to karna hi chahiye. In my case, we do it on Friday. Every Friday, check your rating for HRCM and make a goal to increase your rating next week by 1 point. Every week for 52 weeks. And he said, don't do it alone. Make sure you have a community. Make sure you have a coach who's behind your life all the time for what he calls as platinum push. Everyone type in platinum push in the chat window. Somebody has to be there to push you. Somebody has to be there to be accountable for you. Because when it comes to you alone, you can't do it on your own. Now, at that time, I didn't have someone like this. But over a period of time, because of my mentor, we created a community where he was always pushing me every week. Every Friday, he was pushing me. Now, I do the same exercise with my platinum members every Friday. So here's a question to you. If any person in the world does this exercise every Friday for 52 weeks, and even if you start at 1111 for all 4 areas of life, is it practical that in 52 weeks, in 1 year, even if you go very slow, you can achieve 7 out of 10 rating as per the benchmarks that I gave you? You can achieve 10 years of success in 1 year if you did this for every week for full 52 weeks and you had somebody to push you and you had a community of people that you were working with. Please tell me P for practical in the chat window. If you agree कि हो सकता है. If somebody is behind your life every week, if you have a team of people that you're working with, 10 years of success in 1 year is possible. कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. But can it happen without measuring? Can it happen without growing every week? And even if you grew, is it possible to maintain it? No. Believe me, even today, all my platinum members, we meet together every Friday and we measure our HRCM, including my HRCM, and we grow it every week. Now you'll say, but Mitesh, what do you do when you reach 8? Like in my case, I have reached 8. You tell me, what do I do? Do I still measure myself every Friday? Yes, I do, but why? Tell me, why do I measure myself even now every Friday? Why do I talk to my mentor even now? Why do I talk to my platinum members even now? Maintain bhi to karna hai. How many of you promise me that the day you join me platinum, whether it's today or tomorrow, you will do this exercise with me every week for the rest of your life with me? Because in platinum, we don't invite people for 1 year. We invite people for a lifetime. How many of you promise to do this with me as a lifestyle? कि भाई हर Friday करेंगे. Type in IP, I promise that you will do this every Friday with me. And if you will, I promise you, 10 years of success in 1 year आ ही जाएगा. 1 week when you will do it for the first time, do you think your life will change in 1 week? No. Do you think your life will change in 2 weeks? Again, no. Do you think everything will change in 3 weeks? No. But will you start seeing some changes after the first 4 weeks? Type in yes or no. 4 हफ्ते बाद कुछ दिखेगा? Yes. 5 हफ्ते, 6 हफ्ते बाद कुछ दिखेगा? नहीं. But 8 or 9 weeks के बाद कुछ दिखेगा? Yes. Listen. When you do weight loss and the day you go to the gym, same day if you come, stand on the weighing scale, same day कुछ change दिखता है क्या? No. Second day change? No. Third day change? No. The change happens once in 10 days or so. How many of you agree? Now, if you really want to achieve 10 years of success in 1 year, you will have to check the changes every 2 to 3 weeks. So once again, I'm asking you, how many of you are ready to do this with me on a regular basis? Type in I in the chat window if you're ready to do this with me on a regular basis, and I will push you every Friday. I will be your coach over there, and there will be a group of 200, 300 platinum members who will work with you on this every week. Okay? How many of you are already excited thinking, ke ho sakta hai? Type in E for excited if you agree. It's possible. Believe me, today I have done it. My platinum members have done it. And I'll give you an example of this. Here is an example. The guy I'm about to talk to you about, his name is Harshil and Snehi. Everybody write down the name of this couple, Harshil and Snehi. When they came to me for the first time, they were in debts of more than 3 crores. 3 crores se upar ka debt tha. He had done some business during COVID, taken a lot of money from people, some shipping business he was doing. But during COVID, as you know, most businesses went down. By the way, how many of you faced this problem during COVID? You faced a lot of loss. Type in I if you faced something like this, like Harshil and Snehi. All their business was shut down and they went through a 3 crore rupee loss. He was considering thinking of committing suicide because he thought he cannot return the money to people, so at least he'll commit suicide. His relationship with his wife had gone completely bad. He had reached to the point of divorce with her because there were fights every day at home. There was crying every day at home. After he joined Platinum, he did many things with me. The one thing he did not stop is MGM. He did not stop this. Every Friday he came. Every Friday he was growing with me. Every Friday he was measuring with me. And how many of you want to know what happened to Harshil and Snehi? 1 year of consistently doing MGM. Type in I in the chat window if you want to meet them. Type in I in the chat window if you want to know what happened to them. Here is what happened to Harshil and Snehi. Believe it or not, जो 3 crore थे वो तो चुका ही दिए. The 3 crores that they had debts, they paid that back. Today they are in a surplus of 2 crores. Surplus. ऊपर से 2 crore कमा लिए. They stay in a flat today in Mumbai on the 41st floor of a building right in front of Sea Link, Mumbai Sea Link Bridge. They can see the Sea Link Bridge in front of their house from the balcony. They have a beautiful life today. They have a wonderful relationship with each other today. All their 4 areas of life are up. My question is that really impossible? If anybody did this exercise of MGM with me every Friday, if any one of you did this, is it impossible? No. I agree it's possible. You tell me if it's possible. Type in P for possible, type in P for practical in the chat window. Next time I'm doing a webinar like this, next time I'm doing a masterclass like this, I want to show your photo here. I want to show your result here. How many of you promise me, type in IP, I promise, that you will be there in my testimonials very soon. Ready? Awesome. So in that case, if you're going to be ready for being part of the testimonials, MGM har hafte karna padega. Type in 52 promise. Full 52 weeks ka promise chahiye mujhe. That you will be with me every Friday and you will work with me every Friday. Zyada time nahi lagega. 15 to 20 minutes, half an hour every Friday, and we'll be able to achieve this with you. Okay? Now let's learn the next thing. But before that, I told you I will give clarity to you. Why are you stuck in your life? And I showed you that answer. Did I fulfill my promise? Type in yes in the chat window if I fulfilled my promise to you. I told you how I started growing. I told you how my platinum members started doing. If you do this yourself, is it possible for you also to grow if you did this every week for yourself? Yes? Awesome. Now let's go towards the second secret. The second secret is very, very important. It's the root cause of how will you succeed in your life? Why will you succeed in your life? The biggest reason why people don't succeed is because of this. Write this thing down, everybody. On your notepads, I want you to write down that there are 2 criteria to succeed in life. Quickly write down 2 criteria to achieve platinum standards. Here we go. 2 criteria to achieve platinum standards. Most people have only 1 criteria. But the root cause of success is not the first criteria, it's both. How many of you want to know both the criteria? Raise your hands physically if you're ready for both the criteria. Okay. The first criteria most of you already have, which is basic education. In today's world of artificial intelligence, social media, internet, how many of you agree that in today's world, basic education is necessary? Type in yes if you agree कि इतना तो चाहिए जिंदगी में अगर आगे बढ़ना है. Those days are gone when people say Ambani was not having any education, but he became a billionaire. Today, it's not that easy. Today, with the world of AI, we all need to have minimum basic education in life. Type in yes if you agree with me. Correct? The second criteria is equally important, which most of us miss. Some of you have, not some of you, I think 99% people who are sitting here, you have the basic education. Type in I if you have it. You've gone through your schooling, you've gone through your graduation, you've gone through your post-graduation also maybe. Tell me, what have you done? Have you done MBA? Are you a graduate? Are you an engineer? You must have done your basic education, right? And even if you've not, don't worry, I'll tell you why. The second criteria is more powerful than the first criteria. Please write down what is the second criteria. It's called as life skills education, not basic education. Basic education is what you do in school. Life skills education is what you need in your life to grow in your life. How many of you agree both are important? Type in 2 in the chat window if you agree both are important. Ye bhi chahiye, ye bhi chahiye. Let's see how many of you agree. Yes, even I agree both are important. But even if I wanted to prioritize one, I don't want to, but if I had to prioritize one between this, what will you give more priority? You will give more priority to basic education, or you will give more priority to life skills education? Tell me, what should we give more priority to? First one or second one? I think the second one. Perfect. Everybody's saying the same answer. But then here is the problem. Tell me till now, how much money have your parents invested in your education till now? Not you, obviously. Humne thodi paise dale. Parents ne paise dale, right? So how much money have our parents invested in our education till now? Approximate money. Tell me the number. Depending on where you finished your education. Maybe Pune, Mumbai, Bangalore, Delhi. Each city has their own expenses. But you tell me how much expense. Quickly. Some of you are saying 5 lakhs. Some of you are saying 10 lakhs. Some of you are saying 1 lakh. Some of you are saying 3 to 4 lakhs. Of course, because depending on where you stay, right? And also depending on how much education you completed. But I want you to total up everything, right? The school education fees, the tuition, the fees for uniforms, tuition fees, the tiffin, the picnics, all of that, right? Shoes, all of that. If you kind of calculate all of that, I think an average human being spends about approximately 5 to 10 lakh rupees on children's education. Please type in yes if you agree this is an average number, 5 to 10 lakhs, correct? Okay. Now tell me, how much money did our parents invest in our life skills education? Quickly tell me the answer in the chat window. Kitna paisa dala? How much money? To teach us skills like negotiation skills, skills like public speaking skills, skills like communication skills, skills like relationship management skills. Kitna paisa dala? You will observe most people, and I can see the answer in the chat window. The answer is 0. Nothing. Now, some of you are saying 5,000, 10,000. Okay. But can I say entire life investing 5,000 or 10,000 rupees in life skills is as good as 0 only? How many of you agree with that? Correct? Now, if you don't understand what I'm saying, let me explain this to you. I want you to take a notepad and I want you to make 4 columns like this. Let's do a quick exercise with me, okay? On the top, I want you to write down health, relationships, career, and money. Jaldi likho. Health, relationships, career, and money. Now, the top column here is all about, okay, here we go. The top column here is all about your current life problems. Okay, your current life problems. Can some of you tell me in the chat window right now, and I will make the notes in front of you live. I may not be able to get all your points in the Excel sheet here, but let's do the exercise together. Tell me in the chat window, what are some of your current health problems going on in your life? Jaldi batao. And I will write it over here in front of you. Quickly. Come on, quickly. Okay, so some of you are saying overweight. Okay, what are the other health problems you have? Migraine, some of you are saying. Some of you are saying you're handicapped. What else? Stone in chest, okay. What else? Okay, so you've got lack of stamina, autoimmune problems. What else? Thyroid. Okay, what else? Back pain, sleep too much, Okay. So I will shift this here. Sleep. Some of you sleep too much. Some of you have lack of sleep. Some of the points I'm writing down, many of your points I have not been able to include over here. Don't worry. I'm just giving you examples. Let's give me quickly some of the skills which are missing in our life because of which we have attracted these health problems. Can you give me some skills which are missing? Because believe me, these problems are not because you don't have education. These problems are because you don't have life skills. Tell me which life skills are missing. Okay, very good answer. Some of you are saying the right answer. Motivation skill is missing. How many of you agree to motivate yourself is a skill? Type in yes if you agree with me. Motivating yourself is a skill. It's not like ke kabhi aaya, kabhi gaya. Right? It's a skill. You should know how to motivate yourself. But most of us, we have zero education on how to motivate ourselves. Okay, what else? Going back to that answers, okay? Diet management skills. We don't know what works on our body. We don't know what doesn't work on our body. We don't know how to lose weight without going to a dietitian because we are not good at understanding our own body and what we should put in and what we should not. How many of you agree that problem is there? Raise your hands. Correct? Okay. Lack of consistency. How many of you agree this skill is missing? We decide something, but we are not able to remain consistent on it. How many of you agree with that? Okay. What else is missing? Give me some more answers. Yes. Ignorance, lack of awareness, ignorance of healthy habits, correct? Another skill that is missing is a very important skill here. Everybody write this down. Community of healthy friends. You will observe that most of us have friends like us only. Type in yes if you agree with me. अपने ही जैसे दोस्त हैं. Overweight problems, health problems, same type of problems. You will observe people who have health problems don't have Olympic friends. And people who have Olympic friends, they don't have all friends who have health problems. Because having the right kind of quality of friends, network of friends decides your frequency. Correct? So here is a question. Learning these skills, is it rocket science? Quickly tell me in the chat window. Learning these skills, is it a rocket science? Give me yes or no in the chat window, please. No. If you decide, aaj se I'm going to learn it. I'm going to find out the right way to motivate myself every day. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to learn the skill to manage my own diet. I'm going to make sure that I learn the skill to have the right kind of friends. If you make your decision, aaj se ye karunga, okay, not this, but this, the right skills. How much time will you take? Give me an answer in the chat window. You invest money, you invest time to learn these skills. Kitna time lag jayega? Will it take 2 years? Kitna time lagega? Give me a number in the chat window. Chalo, I'll wait for your answers. Some of you are saying 3 months. Okay. What else? 6 months. Okay. 1 month. Maybe 1 month is less. Give me a little more time. 52 weeks. Okay. 52 weeks. 90 days. 6 months. Okay. Question. It is not rocket science. It can be done within 1 year. Raise your hands if you agree with me. ये सीख सकते हो 1 साल में. Problem is, in the last 10 years, you haven't done this. Type in G for guilty if you agree with me. In the last 10 years, ये एक ही चीज नहीं की है. You've not learned these particular skills in the area of your health. That is why you're struggling in your health. Raise your hands if you agree. है ना? But अगर इसके पीछे पड़ जाओ, if you commit to it, कर लोगे 52 weeks में. Type in yes in the chat window if you agree कि हो जाएगा. It is not impossible. Chalo, let's take one more example if you don't believe me. All of you tell me in the chat window some of the problems in your current relationships. What is the problem going on? Tell me the problems quickly. Chalo, I'll write it down here. Okay. Breaking up in relationships. What else? Conflicts are going on. Okay. Rejected by somebody. What else? Lack of friends. What else? Quickly. Misunderstandings are going on in relationships. Okay. People don't support. Okay. So maybe in the office, people don't support you. What else? Domination. Okay. Betrayal. Cheating. All right. Now, whatever are the problems going on in the relationship area also, The problems are happening because of lack of basic education of your schooling, of your graduation, or because of lack of life skills education. You tell me, why are these problems happening in your life? Is it basic education is missing or lack of life skills is missing? Type in LS in the chat window if you agree life skills are missing. Correct? Let's find out which life skills. Tell me in the chat window, to solve these problems, which life skills are missing? Batao. Why do people have bad relationships? Okay, give me examples. No? Don't just write life skills. Tell me which example. Okay, very good. Excellent communication is missing. Okay. Very good point. Listening skills are missing. How many of you agree most of us do not have formal education on how to listen properly? Raise your hands if you agree with me. We don't listen. Half the time, even after 10 years of marriage, 20 years of marriage, even today when we fight, the first complaint we have from each other is what? Tum sunte nahi. You don't listen to me. How many people still have this complaint from people and people have from you? Raise your hands. Because we don't know how to listen. We don't have that basic skill in life. Here's another skill that some of you have written in the chat window. Very important skill. Trust building skill. Is this a skill or is this an accident? कि भाई भरोसा हो गया तो हो गया, नहीं हुआ तो नहीं हुआ. This is a skill. This is not supposed to happen on its own. It's a skill. Here's another one. Empathy. Yes, it's a skill. Acceptance. How many of you agree acceptance is a skill? अपनी अपनी आती है acceptance. How many of you have this problem? You don't get along with many people. Type in G for guilty if you have this problem. You don't get along with many people. I'll tell you why. It's difficult for you to accept new people because you start judging people very fast. You're not able to accept people with their flaws. Correct? Here's another problem. Conflict management skill is missing. What is conflict management skill? Listen, in India, when a girl gets married, she doesn't get married only to a man, at least in India. Abroad, it's a different story. But in India, tell me, when a girl gets married, she gets married to whom? Jaldi batao. Yeah, you're right. Family. She gets married to an entire family. One man, 5 members free. How many of you agree she gets an offer she doesn't want? One man, 5 members free. Mother-in-law free, father-in-law free, sister-in-law free, brother-in-law free, one dog also free sometimes. Now my question is, has she been given formal education on how to handle conflicts with the mother-in-law? Has she been given education? Type in yes or no. Has the girl been trained, educated on how to handle the problems with the sister-in-law and the brother-in-law? Has she been given team building skills? Has she been given understanding on how to solve the problem when the husband doesn't understand her properly? How to influence the husband? Does she have those influencing skills? No. So my question is, if any person in the world is lacking these skills, any person in the world is lacking these relationship skills, what are the chances of divorce? What are the chances of divorce not only in a marriage, between boss and subordinate, between two friends, between father and son? What are the chances of divorce? Everybody tell me low, medium or high chances of divorce in any relationship if these relationship skills are completely missing in a person. You're right. Chances are very high. It's like having $1 million project and hiring a project manager who doesn't have any skill. So obviously, what are the chances of failure of that project? Very high chances. How many people agree in the last 10 years you have not worked on these particular skills? Type in G for guilty one more time, please. Be honest with me. In the last 10 years, you've not worked on these life skills. If you had these life skills, you would have not had the same problems. So one last question again. Can I honestly ask and say, learning these relationship life skills is not rocket science? Type in yes if you agree. Rocket science nahi hai. Kar sakte ho. Today, if you commit, from today onwards, I'm going to learn. I'm not going to solve my relationship problem first with my wife. I'm not going to solve my relationship problem with my friend. First, I'm going to become a better person and I'm going to develop these relationship skills first. If you decided today, kitna time lag jayega? How much time will you take? Quickly give me an answer. Will it take 2 years? Will it take 3 years? Will it take 5 years to learn these life skills? No. 2 to 3 months. 6 months? Chalo, maximum 52 weeks. 1 year. Kar loge. If you commit, kar loge. 1 year mein seekh loge ye sab. Raise your hands. Yes? Then is it not possible to achieve 10 years of results in 1 year in your relationships? जो पिछले 10 साल में नहीं हुआ, अगले 1 साल में कर लोगे ना? but you'll have to learn these life skills. How many of you agree? All the problems that today you have in your career also, all the problems that you have in your financial life also, are because of lack of what? Is it lack of because of these education problems, or is it because of lack of the life skills problem? You'll observe major life skills are missing in career. Can some of you tell me what are some of the major life skills missing on us right now today in the career area, in the financial area? I'll not write it on the Excel sheet. We'll make it a little fast now. What is missing in the career area? What life skills are missing? We don't know how to influence people. We don't know how to sell. How many people here are not good at selling? Type an I in the chat window if you're not good at selling. You're not good at negotiating. You're not good at making money. You're not good at saving money. Forget about everything else. You don't know how to save money. Acha, chalo, to forget saving. You don't know how to invest and multiply your own money. How many of you are realizing here you're struggling because of these lack of life skills? Would you agree? If you worked on these life skills, is it possible for any person in the world that within 52 weeks that person will grow? Don't believe me? Let me give you a proof. Everybody write down the name of this guy called Chetan. Write down the name, Chetan. Chetan is a chartered accountant by profession. Now, please tell me, chartered accountant is a poor profession or a rich profession? Which means, is there a lot of potential to make in this money, or he cannot make money in this profession? He can, right? Chartered accountant, CA. This guy is stuck in a particular salary of 50,000 rupees per month as a chartered accountant for 3 years. Promotion nahi ho raha. Salary nahi badh rahi. How many people can relate with Chetan right now? Type an I if you can relate with him. Salary is stuck. Promotion is not happening. Growth is not happening. But why is it not happening? It's not happening because of a very, very important reason in his life. Do you think he's missing basic education? अरे CA है, chartered accountant है, basic education कहाँ से miss होगा? What is missing in his life? Life skills are missing. So when Chetan came to our platinum membership, he started doing this Friday to Friday with me, and he started working on his life skills with me. Once he did that, look at what he did. Today, Chetan has achieved so much success in his life that at this point of time, you will observe that he has gone his income from 50,000 rupees a month to 3 lakh rupees a month. Please type an I for impressive if you think this is an impressive growth within 1 year. 50,000 rupees to 3 lakh rupees a month. From one source of income, he has gone to 5 sources of income. He has achieved his ideal body weight and he's become a coach today. He has 5 professions today. He has 5 sources of income today. Is this impossible or is this possible? Type an I for impossible or P for possible. Aap bata do. Anybody who does MGM every week, anybody who works on their life skills every week, kar payega ki nahi kar payega? Of course, this is not rocket science. This is possible. This is practical. It is easy if you work on your life skills every week. So my question to you is, when you join Platinum, whether that is today or tomorrow, do you promise to work with me every day for a few minutes, at least half an hour every day, to work on your life skills? How many of you promise me? Type in IP, I promise. If you want Chetan type of success, if you want Harshil and Snehi type of success, are you willing to give that half an hour every day? Now, some of you say, but Mitesh, I'm very busy at job. I'm not in your time zone. I'm living in US. Listen, you can either keep giving excuses or you can be committed. Kya karna hai bolo? Type in C for committed or type in E for excuses. Kya karna hai? You want to work every day for half an hour and upgrade your life skills? You want to be committed or you want to keep giving excuses to yourself in life? Those of you who are ready to commit, here is my promise to you. I will work with you for the full year, for all your life with you, to give you all the skills required that you will succeed within 1 year. But the promise you have to give me is you have to participate. If you don't learn, I can't teach. Chetan learned, so he got the results. Harshil and Snehi learned, so they got the results. How many of you now want to know the third secret, which is 100% clarity on how you can achieve 10 years of success in 1 year? So you heard about Harshil, you heard about Snehi, you heard about Chetan, you heard about me also. But you did not come in today's webinar for Chetan, right? You did not come for Harshil, you did not come for me. You came because of you. How many of you want to know how you can achieve 10 years of success in 1 year? Type an I in the chat window if you're ready for the last but the most important point. This is the one point which was my biggest mistake. Why I was struggling in my life, and my mentor gave me the guidance to do something because of which I am succeeding even today. I am able to achieve more in less time. I'm able to crunch time because of the third secret, which my mentor taught me. Here is the third secret. Everybody write this down. We need a life coach. We need a life coach to achieve 10 years of success in 1 year. Now, if you don't believe me, something amazing I learned from my mentor. He said, Mitesh, do you know that the most successful people in the world are not successful by accident? They are successful because there was somebody to guide them every day. They had coaches. Example. He showed me, I did not know, that Mahatma Gandhi also had a coach, and his name was Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Now, how many of you did not know this? Type in IDK, I didn't know. If you did not know that Mahatma Gandhi also had a coach, मुझे तो पता ही नहीं था. Here's another one. Do you know that Mark Zuckerberg, who's Mark Zuckerberg? Anybody knows Mark Zuckerberg? He also had a coach, Steve Jobs. Who's Mark Zuckerberg? FB owner, जहाँ पे we spend a lot of time every day, Facebook, correct? Steve Jobs was the owner of Apple company, and he was the coach of Mark Zuckerberg. Tell me, if you had a coach like Steve Jobs, is it not normal to become Mark Zuckerberg? Type in normal in the chat window if you agree. Steve Jobs जैसा coach होगा तो Mark Zuckerberg बनता normal ही होगा, correct? Next, Bill Gates himself was coached by Warren Buffett. Anybody knows who was Warren Buffett? Bill Gates तो सबको पता है, owner of Microsoft company. But who was Warren Buffett? Anybody knows that? Good, I'm glad some of you know. Warren Buffett is the richest stock investment man in the world. He's the one stock trader in the world, the stock investor in the world, who's the richest in the world, Warren Buffett. Oprah Winfrey also had a coach called Maya. How many of you did not know that? Again, type in IDK if you did not know that. Alexander the Great, the king, also had a coach called Aristotle. Now my question is, the success of these people has been guided, or the success of these people has been an accident? Type in guided if you agree their success has been guided. Type in accident if you agree their success has been accident. You tell me, is it good luck or is it guidance? I'm not saying some of them don't have luck on their side, but can I say without that guidance, they would have not succeeded, correct? So I'll give you one more example if you don't believe me. Write down this name called Beshu, B-E-S-H-U, Beshu. That's actually her name. It's a cute name, right? Now, Beshu worked in a multinational company. And at that time, she was working in the HR as a HR manager. And she resigned from that company. I'll tell you why. She was going through a relationship and that guy broke up with her. Her heart was broken. Do you think she had the skill to recover from a heartbreak? That's also a skill, by the way. Do you think she had the skill? Type in yes or no. No, she didn't have the skill. She used to cry every single day. She got into depression, went to a psychiatrist, started taking medicines also. But she used to cry every single day. And when I'm saying every day she used to cry. More than 1 year, she cried every day. She stopped doing her job. Health went down, career went down, relationship to bacha hi nahi tha. The worst relationship she now had was with whom? Make a guess. Not with the boyfriend, wo to tha hi nahi. Her worst relationship was with whom? Parents? Nahi. Herself. Her worst relationship now became with herself. When she joined Platinum for the first time, her biggest reason she joined Platinum was to have a better relationship with herself. She worked on her life skills, and this is Beshu today. Let me prove it to you. Where is Beshu gone? Yeah, here we go. By the way, this was Chetan I showed you, and this is Beshu. Beshu was under depression when she met me. Today, she's crossed a revenue of 50 lakhs. She's got a new relationship today. She's getting married to this guy. She's been in this relationship for more than 2 years now, and she's very happy in this new relationship. She has a wonderful companion today. She's not lonely anymore. She loves herself the way she is. And when she got engaged with this relationship, she was not lonely. She attracted this person because she was happy. She was happy with herself. She loved herself, so she attracted love. And today she's a life coach also. Type in amazing in the chat window if you agree. This is an amazing story of Beshu. Once again, how many people would love to be part of this testimonial next time? Type in I if you want your story to be here next time. Here is one more example. This story of a girl called Rita. Rita was already a coach when she came to us. But once she came to us, not only she became a better coach, she used to have panic attacks at that time. There are many people like that who are coaches, but they personally have problems. So they come to better coaches. She had panic attacks. All her panic attacks stopped. and she made 20 lakhs in a few months. How many of you think that's amazing? She became so successful, I invited her to talk to the other platinum members to share how did she succeed so fast. Now type in amazing if you think that is amazing. Where now one of the students is becoming an example for the rest of the students and for the teacher. Isn't that amazing? So my question is, I invited you here today for 3 secrets. Secret number 1, to crunch time, I told you why you are stuck in your life. How many of you remember I taught you this? Raise your hands if I taught you this in the very beginning. Correct? I also taught you the root cause of success, which is the lack of life skills. Right? The first thing we learned about MGM, measure, maintain, and grow. The second thing we learned was about the root cause of success, which is the lack of life skills. The third thing we learned was about having a coach. Did I give you 100% clarity on these 3 points? Type in yes if I gave you clarity on all these 3 points. Now my question is, if you mastered all your life skills and you measured yourself every Friday, and if somebody was there behind your life, and if you also had a coach and a community of people like the Platinum community, and if you did this 100%, 10 years of success in 1 year, possible or not possible? Possible? Some of you are like, but Mitesh, I don't know whether I'll be able to do this. There are many of you who trust me. The problem is you have self-doubt. Type in SD in the chat window if you have self-doubt. That Mitesh, I don't know whether I will succeed. I've joined many courses, but the problem is I don't attend. Okay, no problem. Forget about 100%. If you mastered 50% of what I'm telling you, is it worth it? Type in worth it in the chat window. 50% is worth it. उतना भी भरोसा नहीं है खुद पे? No problem. How many of you agree 25% is worth it? 10% is worth it. If you learn even 10% of what I'm telling you today, and if you did it every Friday, if not for 52 weeks, at least you do it for 10% of the year, you learn your life skills, you have a coach with you for at least 25% of the year or 10% of the year, it will still be worth it. Type in yes if you agree. If you agree, now you have 2 choices. Choice number 1, kuch mat karo. Don't do anything, but then nothing will change. Everybody write this down. Do nothing, nothing will change in life. Second choice you have is trust yourself also, trust me also. Yeah, I'm not asking you to only trust me alone. I'm saying trust yourself also. Karo khud pe bharosa. Trust yourself. It's time for it. How many of you are ready to trust? Type in trust in the chat window if you're ready to trust yourself. If you're ready to trust me, because if you're not ready to trust yourself, then how will you trust me? Correct? If you're ready to trust yourself and if you're ready to trust me, I'm willing to show you how I can be your coach and how I can help you be part of Platinum and how you can achieve 10 years of success in 1 year with me, step by step, with my guidance. Question is, are you ready? Type in R for ready if you're ready to understand what is the Platinum offer. Type in R for ready if you're ready to work with me for full 52 weeks, Friday to Friday. Type in R for ready if you're ready to work with me to develop your life skills. Type in R for ready in the chat window if you're ready to give me half an hour every day of your life. But most importantly, type in the word coach in the chat window if you're ready to accept me as your coach. Because it's not necessary that all of you connect with me as a coach. And I understand that, right? Some people you will get along with, some people you don't. Normal. But if you connect with me as a coach and if you feel that he's the guy I can work with as a coach, type in the word coach in the chat window. I'll tell you why. I don't want you to join Platinum membership as a customer. Because if you join as a customer, you'll never be able to succeed. You'll never be able to grow. If you join as a student and you accept me as your coach, then success will happen. Because I strongly believe that me giving 100% will help, but you accepting me as a coach will help 110%. How many of you agree with that? Type in yes if you agree. You accepting me as a coach is more important than me being a coach. I can be a coach to anybody. Question is, do they accept me as a coach? Correct? So those of you who are ready, please take a new page on your notepad. Turn the page, take a new page on your notepad and write down what are you getting as part of Platinum membership? What is the offer for you? My first offer is very simple. Everything else that I'm now showing you on the screen is the how part of it. But let me tell you the result part of it. The result is this. On that blank page, write down 10 years of success in 1 year. ये देने के लिए बुला रहा हूं मैं आपको, ये प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए बुला रहा हूं मैं आपको. This is why I'm inviting you for Platinum membership. Type in 1 in the chat window. If you're keeping that number in your mind कि 1 साल में अब तो कर लेंगे. Enough of wasting time, enough of wasting years. Health, achieve it. Relationship, achieve it. Career, achieve it. Money, achieve it within 1 year. Type in 1 if you're ready with me. Okay? How will it happen? first thing you will get is lifetime coaching from me. And when I say lifetime, I mean lifetime. I have given the value of this program at 21 lakhs. Don't worry, I'm not asking you to pay that. I'm saying that's the value of the program. If someone like me, who today charges 5 lakh rupees for a one-on-one session to celebrities, today I work with international cricket players. The Indian cricket team, some of their players personally are coached by me. Some of the biggest Bollywood players today are coached by me. I charge them 5 lakh rupees to 10 lakh rupees for one session. For one session. If I'm going to work with you for the rest of my life and I'm going to commit my life to you, can I say 21 lakhs is worth it? Type in worth it in the chat window. And the reason I'm asking you whether it's worth it is because in your mind, you must know the value of the program. Because if you don't know the value, then your mind will say, "Nahi yaar, I don't know whether this is valuable." You have to decide whether this is valuable for you. I believe this is my value. Next, how do you really achieve and what do you really achieve in that 1 year? The first thing I want to promise you is platinum health. Daily fitness, daily motivation, daily meditation. You will work with me every single day. How many of you want to achieve platinum health? Type in PH in the chat window. If you want to finally achieve your platinum health, where you're able to do those 100 push-ups, 100 squats, you're able to exercise with us every day. You're able to motivate yourself every day. You're able to push yourself every day. You're able to work with me every day. That platinum health is what I'm inviting you for. Second, platinum relationships. This is what I mean by lifetime coaching, these results. What is platinum relationships? Easy relationships. Everybody please type in ER, easy relationships. You know, most of us, we have made our relationships very difficult. It is difficult to live with us. How many of you agree it's very difficult to live with you? Type in G for guilty if you agree with me. It is difficult to live with you. आप खुद भी बोलते होंगे, यार मेरे साथ रहना आसान नहीं है. Correct? No, we want to make it easy for you to have relationships. We want to make it easy for people to be with you. We want to make it easy for you to be with people. Those life skills we will work on. Crisis support. When there is a crisis in your life, I'm there for you. What does that mean? Divorce is going on. Fights are going on at home. At that time, you need support to give you guidance how to handle those crises. For how many of you, this is 10x value? Type in 10x if you agree. Crisis support is 10x value. Most people don't know how to get this. Career for platinum career. What is platinum career? We'll give you ready-made opportunities in platinum. We'll show you ready-made path in platinum for your career. About how do you really achieve success in your life. We'll give you opportunities like life coaching, like Hope No, like becoming a Vastu consultant. We'll even give you ready-made content. We'll give you growth strategies. And we'll support you when you're going through crisis in your career. I'll give you an example. Very recently, about 3 months ago, there was a platinum member who got fired from his company. For whatever reason, he got fired from his company. It was his dream job. Question. At that time, is it possible for people to go under depression? Type in yes if you agree people can go under depression at that time. Do you think he went under depression? He's a platinum member. Do you think he easily went under depression? Because we were there for him. Because we were available to support him, to guide him, and not me alone. My wife Indu is also going to be a coach, and you have 1,000 platinum members to support you. Next, platinum money. We'll show you how to increase your sources of income. In fact, the promise I want you to make with me is, as a platinum member, in 1 year, you will have 10 sources of income. Listen, guys, I strongly believe that we all deserve to be rich. Type in deserve in the chat window if you agree. We all deserve to be rich. But some people have this belief that ऐसा थोड़ी होता है, सब थोड़ी अमीर हो सकते हैं, क्यों नहीं हो सकते? We all deserve to be rich. We'll show you how to have multiple sources of income, and we'll show you how to work on your income. And when you go through crisis in your financial life, we'll show you how we can support you at that time. Opportunity to become a life coach. Now, this is very, very important. How many of you want to become a life coach like me in the future, and you want to make millions as a life coach in the future? Type in I in the chat window if some of you want to become a life coach. Now, it's not necessary all of you want to, but if some of you want to, type in I in the chat window if you want to become a life coach. If you want to become a life coach, be with me for 3 months. In 3 months, your life coaching business will start. That's my promise to you. Now, why am I saying 3 months? सीखना पड़ेगा. You will have to first go through who's life coaching. Come on, tell me, whose life coaching will you have to go through first? Self. खुद की भी तो coaching करनी पड़ेगी पहले. I'll give you ready-made content on how to coach people. Don't worry. But that is why the first part is the platinum life coaching. Second part is life coaching certification program. Here, we'll give you stardom opportunity, which means you will have the kind of stardom that I have today, where when I go to a shopping mall today, people take pictures with me. You will have that one day. Because when you help people, you not only you make millions, you make blessings. Type an MB in the chat window if you want both. You want millions also. You want blessings also. Next, I will give you a ready-made niche, a ready-made expertise. I'll give you ready-made content. I'll give you ready-made sales webinars. I'm not saying I will teach you how to make a webinar. I will teach you, but I'll give you a ready webinar. You use this and people will start buying. And if you don't believe me, we have more than 200 platinum members who've become life coaches. All of them today are making more than 2 to 3 lakh rupees a month. Type in wow in the chat window if you agree with this. That it's a wow for people to go from 0 to 2 lakh rupees a month as a life coach within 1 year is a very, very, very big deal. Okay. Next, get 1,000 plus platinum members to support you as a community. You think this is a small thing? This is the biggest thing in my platinum family. The family itself is the biggest value of our program. I'll show you. I'll share my screen with you right now. This is our platinum community page. It's an online platform which we've created only and only for platinum members. Over here, you will see when I go to the platinum group here, all these members are constantly connecting with each other, constantly practicing with each other. When you go to the platinum happy chat, this is like our personal WhatsApp. You see people are sharing Zoom links with each other. People are connecting with each other. At any point of time, you're feeling low in your life, you go here to the community and you say, guys, is there anybody to talk to? At least 10 members will call you at the same time and you'll have back-to-back people calling you. Type in wow if you agree this is a wow kind of support system. Imagine having 1,000 people who have that kind of expertise to support you. That is what I'm offering you in Platinum. Okay. Now, when you total up all this value, it comes to about 33 lakhs. That is the value of this program. Type in yes if you agree, value to hai. I will show you the actual fees, but tell me value hai. Type in V in the chat window if you agree value hai. I want to know because I love to take feedback from people about have I really created a value which is amazing value for people to experience. We decided the maximum we want to charge for this program over a period of time is not 33 lakhs, but only 6 lakhs over a period of time. After about a few months, the ultimate fees of Platinum will become 6 lakhs. Type in worth it if you agree it's worth it. It's not 6 lakhs today, but in a few months it will become 6 lakhs. But even when it becomes 6 lakhs, give me feedback. Do you think 6 lakhs of investment for these kind of results worth hai ke nahi hai? Worth hai? Okay. Today, the special webinar fees is not 6 lakhs. It's not even 5 lakhs. It's not even 4 lakhs. We have decided to make it an ultimate fees of 4 lakhs. But if you're joining today in the next 10 minutes, then the fees will be only for the next 10 minutes. How much is the Indu are you offering as a discount today, Indu? Because today we upgraded this fees, right?
84,000 it will be.
3 lakh?
84,000 if they finish the payment by midnight today.
By midnight. So 3 lakh 84,000 rupees will be your final fees if you make the final payment by midnight. There is a block link that you will get in the chat window right now, using which you can at least block your deal right now. Now, why to block? The 15,000 rupees that you pay right now, the reason you need to block it is so that you get time to pay the balance fees by midnight. Because I understand not all of you may be able to pay 384 immediately right now. I understand that. Pay 15,000 minimum right now. By midnight, complete the payment. You can still get access to the 384 final fees, the final amount. You don't have to pay 4 lakhs. But if you pay after midnight, the fees becomes 4 lakhs. Is that right, Indu? That's what you've decided for today?
Yes, Mitesh.
All right. So make sure that you finish the payment by midnight, because if you come after midnight, payment goes to 4 lakhs. This offer of 384 is only for those people who either make the full payment now or pay 15,000 rupees now and the balance payment you pay by midnight. Now I created a beautiful image here for all of you. In fact, my team created it for me to show you what is your return on investment on this program. Let us say you invested 4 lakh rupees in a fixed deposit. How many of you right now have a fixed deposit and you want to keep that money there only? Okay. If you kept your money there, you will get a return on investment of 7%. But will your life change or will your life remain the same for the next 1 year? I think it will remain the same because in the last 1 year, money is already in the fixed deposit. Kuch badla to nahi. So you decide. Stocks and investments, 15% yearly profit. That is if the market does well. If you get 15%, you will only get 15% on that one, on that 3.84. If you work with us in platinum, obviously a new life. But if you go to 15%, your life remains the same even after 1 year. Car. Buy a car for 384. I don't know which car you'll buy, but whichever you buy, life remains the same and depreciation happens of the money. Jewelry. 18% increment can happen to your money. Problem is, life remains the same. Don't believe me? Check your bank account. You must have already got some jewelry in your locker. How has that changed your life in the last 1 year? Train the trainer program. You go to anybody in the market. If you go to the best train the trainer program in India today, costs about 10 lakh rupees, 5 days of residential program. A foreigner will come, train you for 5 days. After that, no hi, no hello, no question answer, nothing. No support, no contact. Life remains the same. In our case, you get lifetime coaching, even as a trainer, even as a coach. And you get ready-made content, you get ready-made webinars, everything is available with us. Holidays in the next 2 years. In the last 2 years, you must have already spent minimum 3 lakh rupees on your holidays. In the next 2 years, you will definitely spend minimum 3 to 4 lakh rupees on your holiday. Money is spent, money doesn't come back, life remains the same. Start a business, maybe you'll make a break even and make 20% profit over it. Even if you made 20% profit on 3,84,000 or 4 lakhs, you'll make 80,000 rupees in the next 1 year. Probably life remains more or less the same. Marriage expenses. I don't know. Depending on person to person, marriage expenses are different. Anything between 10 to 20 lakhs to 1 crore also. But life either remains the same or becomes worse if you don't have the skills to manage that marriage. Or you can simply invest in platinum. And when you invest in platinum today, the return on investment in 10 years of success in 1 year in all 4 areas of life, health, relationships, career and money, and completely new HRCM in 1 year. And I have proven it to you. It is practical. It is possible. And not only have I proven it to you by giving you logic, I've also given you proof in my life. I've given you proof in the lives of students. But let me share a video with you right now of more students of mine who have achieved this kind of success. Here we go.
I started from 1,000 rupees in my COVID time and now I made 10 crore rupees. Wow. By becoming a platinum member. This is not 100 times, 400 times ROI. I'm earning 40 lakhs per month by becoming a law of attraction coach, life coach and webinar selling coach.
Wow. Accountant, I have manifested my job. It was really not difficult, but it was really hard to get minimum pay. I was earning 54 lakh in Canada and now I started with 18 lakh. So I was getting this thing that, okay, I can only get 18 lakh, but I wrote in the chart paper that I want 36 lakh. So you know what? I got a job in Big 4. It's really hard to get a job in Big 4. With 27 lakh annum my salary, 10% will be bonus, and 6 lakh my brother is working with the Big 4, so he will get referral. So total 36 lakh.
My relationship with my dad has improved, sir. We were not talking for the past 23 years. I just don't know, sir. Everything is so beautifully changing in the past 3 months. I just can't tell you.
I got my life back. I met with an accident in Mumbai train. I was almost under the track. The one biggest result is I cleared my 60 lakhs loan in this 1 year. Housing.
What?
I don't know. So
this is crazy.
Yeah, because there was one property dispute which was happening for 30-40 years. It got solved and we have used that money to clear that. That is one thing. And I'm living in Mumbai and wanting to go back to my family to Bangalore. So I got, you will not believe, last week 3 offers, one in Chennai, one in Bangalore, and one more offer I got.
Wow.
So I am on the way back to Bangalore.
The property I sold, I got 2.3 crores of profit.
Wow.
Which has been stuck almost like 6 months. I was trying to sell. I closed all my loans. I became a debt free. I became financially free. I quit my job. Wow. And I became a full-time coaching after 22 years of IT. And the best part is my company has given me a 3 months advance salary and asked me to leave before. So that means I got more than 30 lakhs visiting USA with a family trip. I'm going this week, this Thursday, for a 7 week trip. We're managing around 5 to 6 CR as a investment fund. It has grown to 8 CR. We got a 2 crore worth of investors into our investment. Through life coaching, I made so far 1 lakh. I'm currently serving 4 clients, and even that experience is amazing. And I launched 1 book, 7 Habits of Holistic Health. And then my stocks investments has grown 35 lakhs in last 6 months. And also I got a stuck money from one of my property, 7 lakh rupees.
I joined Platinum 4 months or 5 months ago. And when I joined, I was literally suicidal. I didn't have a job. My husband left me, filed for divorce. And now I'm happily divorced. I have a great job. And I have a new boyfriend.
Okay, this is cool.
So it's just things are just working out, and I feel like so excited and so looking forward to the future.
From past 10 years, I've been looking for my singing performances. 29th in Chicago, I'm doing singing concert, and my performance is there. All all office members were very happy for me, and they offer me acting. One more show coming up, and you are my heroine. And I was like, yes. Many success from depression to here.
I applied for the visa and I wrote the manifestation. And when I gave my passport, next day morning, I received the email. Your passport is issued. Sent back. You can collect it. And I had some profit in mind. And first week, 95% profit achieved. Second week, 250% profit achieved.
Amazing.
I saved my marriage. I've decided to go for a divorce. 1 call, and last 6 weeks, I'm now in Platinum for 6 weeks. It has changed my frequency for everything.
And I was about to get laid off in 2 weeks. I only had 2 weeks to find a project, or I would just lose my job. So I did the FTBA. Yeah. So I did the FTBA, and then in 2 weeks, I had a job. I was able to save my job because of that.
Amazing.
The very reason actually I had joined Platinum in January is last week I've been going through breakup, and there was the situation that happened that I happened to I talked with my partner, and then I actually threw him out of the house that time, and I joined Platinum. Yesterday he called and he came home yesterday.
Okay, that's nice.
All sorted.
All
sorted. All good, all sorted. He's at home. All relationship, health, money, career, all sorted.
I was down with COVID and I was in the quarantine, and that was the time I got to know from my partners that I was cheated, and there was a fraud happened, and we were in a debt and all the money was stuck. I want to commit suicide. And what universe did, what magic did, what you did, the manager was just ready to help, and the 10 lakh rupee was into the account. First month we had made 50,000 rupees in sales.
You would have I think you would have crossed about 2 crore from
revenue.
In the last
Total revenue in 3 years?
When I was really going through my worst phase in my life, no family, no spouse, living alone, no job, and going through the cancer, no income, nothing was there. I'm miraculously cured from cancer only because of you. After coming out of cancer, following these, I was able to attract a fantastic job. Yeah, no income for 1 whole year. At the end of the year, I got a job in London. And the next year, actually, my brother, and we had a lot of issues with my India family and all that. Somehow, I got connected to them, and today we are the strongest family bonds that I can say.
I was at 5 lakhs, 4 lakhs kind of a thing before joining Platinum. Now I see attracting gold members into my community.
Wow.
I'd manifested 15 lakhs. I'm really happy. Thank you so much. And I want to learn, I want to grow, I want to teach, I want to earn. All of these, age is not at all a reason for me to go back.
So yesterday I closed a business of 25 lakhs yesterday.
In 1 day? Wow. Amazing. Congratulations. All right. So I hope that gives you a lot of hope and clarity that you're joining in the right place. Some of you who've already taken the decision right now, congratulations. Welcome to Platinum family. Now we learn together, we grow together. There is a difference between coaching and there is a difference between counseling. And you've joined for coaching. What is the difference? In counseling, there are two major problems that people have. The first problem that people have in counseling is it's always private, one-on-one, but then it always is expensive. Everybody write down expensive in the chat window if you agree. Counseling is expensive because you have to keep doing one-on-one conversations again and again. You have to keep paying again and again. The advantage in Platinum is one-time investment, lifetime learning, because this is group coaching, group learning. That is the difference between Platinum and counseling. The second biggest problem with counseling is problem solving, not evolving. And I keep telling people, stop solving, start evolving in life. In a counseling program, you may go through counseling one-on-one with somebody for 1 hour, maybe pay 1 lakh rupees to that person. But then after that, can you guarantee that you will not have the same problems again in your life? You can't guarantee that, right? So that is why you need coaching. Coaching is not about solving, it's about upgrading your life. It's about learning the skills required from these programs with me over a period of time. Now, when I say over a period of time, how much time am I talking about? I'm talking about maximum 52 weeks you're with me. By the way, how many of you agree the life skills that you're joining for today, you should have actually learned this in school? How many of you agree with that? You should have learned about this long ago, correct? But never too late. Those of you who've joined in, congratulations. Welcome to Platinum family. Now what happens? Let me tell you what happens now. The first thing that happens today, let me show you, is you will get a daily support on community. Now, what do I mean by daily support? From today onwards, you have any questions, you can chat with me. And how do you chat with me? Let me show you. This is our Platinum platform that we have created. Why did I create this expensive platform? Because I want you to ask your questions and get your answers on a regular basis. 2, I want you to always have access to your past information in one place. That is why we don't communicate on WhatsApp, very unorganized. We don't communicate on email, too much time. You send me an email today, I will receive whatever time I receive. I get like 10,000 emails a day. How will I recognize your emails from there? So that is why this platform is only for Platinum members. Ask me questions on a regular basis. If you see in the bell icon here, there are 29 questions left for today. I and Indu regularly answer your questions on this on a daily basis. For how many of you, this one daily support thing is a game changer for you? Type in GC in the chat window. If you agree, having access to me daily for having this kind of interaction is definitely a game changer for you. Okay. Second, weekly accountability calls from today. You'll get that Platinum push from me, but you need to attend. Friday, 9:30 p.m. Maybe in future might change, but for now, it's Friday, 9:30 p.m. Come every week, learn every week, grow with me every week. Not enough. Abhi aur baki hai. Community support daily twice. Every day, morning time around 9:30 and evening 7 o'clock. Every day, we have a live meeting of the Platinum facilitators. These are senior members who help you practice life skills every day. Now, you don't have to join the support calls every day, but whenever you need support, you should have support available. How many of you agree with that? Raise your hands. So that is why we've created these 2 live support calls every day, Monday to Friday. Plus, DMP from today, for those of you who are joining in Platinum, is lifetime. And here is the best part. Not only do you get lifetime DMP with me, I give you more bonus sessions regular. Example. Every weekend, when we finish the workshop, for an example, we finish the Advanced Law of Attraction or we finish the Ho'oponopono course, that week becomes the action series only for Platinum members, which means that on a daily basis, you get communication from me on this Platinum community to make sure that you're taking action for that course every single day. Normally, when somebody joins the advanced course, it is just a course. It is not part of lifetime support. It is not part of action series. Here, all your questions are answered of that course. You get your life skills. You're taking action with me every day. You have support with the Platinum community members. You're meeting me every week. You have daily access to me to ask any number of questions that you want. I'll show you one last example. If you see on the community right now, in the Happy Platinum chat, there are a lot of people here who are asking me questions here also. Example. So I recently joined Platinum and I practiced some meditation. What do I do? So if you see, this is my answer. I immediately gave the answer in a few minutes. So you have constant access to me and Indu both. Daily support is available. All you need to now do is start practicing with me. The next step that immediately happens now is you get a Zoom link in your email now that you have already joined. Using that Zoom link, you will meet me live for an orientation. In that orientation, I will give you step-by-step guidance. How many of you want step-by-step guidance on how will you finish this journey? Right? कैसे करोगे? इतना सब time कैसे निकालोगे? How will you do it? Don't worry. I'll give you step-by-step clarity, not only about this. I will also give you step-by-step clarity on, you remember earlier I showed you the points about these things? This is the important part. Your platinum health, relationships, career, money, your life coaching certification, all of this, I'll give you step-by-step guidance in the orientation, how much time to invest, what to attend, when to attend, how to log into the platform, everything will be explained by me, okay? Before I leave from today's webinar, those of you who've joined, congratulations, welcome to Platinum Family one more time. And before I leave, Indu, is there any question that you want to clarify for anybody? Indu, are you there?
Question, I was on mute. Go ahead.
Yeah, is there any common questions that you want to answer for anybody based on what you saw in the chat before I log out?
Yeah, two of them, Mitesh. One, we don't do one-on-one coaching.
That's right. I did explain that this is not a counseling
Clarity.
program. It's not a one-on-one. It's a coaching program. It's based on lifetime membership of group coaching and group learning. Yes.
Yeah, that is one. Second thing is for EMI, I have a small video which I'm sharing here. They can have a look at that video. And so EMI is basically on limited credit cards. You may want to clarify.
So let me explain. There is a link in the chat window Indu is giving you. It's a 30 seconds video. Go through that video. If you have a qualified credit card, when you click on that link, it'll show you which credit cards are qualified. Using that credit card only, you can get an EMI facility. Basically, let's say for an example, HDFC is one of the qualifying cards. If you have HDFC or ICICI or any one of these cards, when you click on it, you will get an option of converting that entire amount into an EMI through that bank. That is the system available on our payment gateway. So for an example, HDFC, you put in 3.84, which is the total fees for today if you're joining by midnight, and you put in 3,84,000 rupees, it'll give you an option of converting it into EMI. If your card is not qualified, it'll say EMI is not available. While signing out, you will also see it shows you if you take a 5-year EMI, how much interest? If you take 10-year EMI, how much interest? If you take 3-year EMI, how much interest? All the details will be visible to you based on that credit card. So you will have to go through that video to understand how to do it. Okay? Videos already there in the chat window. Just click on it, watch it, and find out for yourself. Remember, if you're paying after midnight, the fees is 4 lakhs. Okay? But once again, congratulations. Welcome to Platinum Family. Those of you who are attending from YouTube Live or those of you who are still on Zoom with me, even if you were not able to join today, and if you want to be part of Platinum one day, type in I in the chat window. If you were not able to join today, but one day you want to be part of Platinum, type in I. I'll give you a solution. Here is the solution. I want you to write down this affirmation. I am already a Platinum member with Indu and Mitesh Khatri, and I am already living life Platinum standards. Here is the full affirmation. I am already a Platinum member with Indu and Mitesh Khatri, and I'm already living life Platinum standards. Write this affirmation and paste it on your vision board. Read it every day, twice a day. Many of my Platinum members have told me when they did this exercise for 1 month, from somewhere the money came up in their life. There are Platinum members who've literally told me they got money as a gift to join Platinum some places. How? I don't know. But that is what happens when you use magic. So use this affirmation and I will see you soon in Platinum one day. Those of you who've joined, let's begin. Let's achieve 10 years of success in 1 year. I will personally see you in the orientation to spend more time live with you to understand about your life. Okay? See you soon. Everybody, see you soon in the next session. Those of you who are attending from live YouTube, bye-bye. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you hit